Welcome to episode 121 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Tuesday's episode, people, and it is Tuesday. Holy fucking shit! We've finally got caught up. It is Tuesday, the 30th of June, 2020, and we have fucking nailed it out, people. We're getting it done on the day. Holy fucking shit. I know. I finally got caught up. Hey, it was bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it? You know, finally pulled my fucking finger out and got everything done. Which is not like me, to be honest. I am a chief procrastinator, like most of us are, aren't we? You know, we all say we're going to do stuff, don't we? We've all got dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And my dream, you are sharing this dream with me today, people. We are back on track. So hopefully we can keep this up. We'll see. Who knows? I hope you're having a good time out there. I hope you're staying safe and secure. You got enough fucking toilet roll. You got enough fucking food. Nobody gives a shit about toilet roll anymore, do they? There was a brief window where toilet roll was up there with fucking gold-plated fucking diamonds for how fucking rare they were. But now the toilet rolls, all those people who fought over those toilet rolls, do you think they're thinking to themselves now, what the fuck was I doing? I'm sitting in my house. I got a fucking bedroom full of toilet rolls. There's toilet rolls in the kitchen, toilet rolls toilet rolls in the bathroom. I can't have a bath. It's full of fucking toilet rolls, man. What the fuck am I going to do with this? Can't even use them up. None of the fucking takeaways are open. They are open, though, aren't they? They are open. Joke doesn't work there, Ben. Joke doesn't work. Anyway, so, yes, I have, pretty much been working, people. I get, at the minute, because my plan of action is to come out of all of this financially ahead. Yes, some of us are planning that, whilst people haven't got jobs and shit, or not working, or going back to jobs that don't exist. Hey, if you've lost your job during lockdown, I thoroughly sort of understand where you're coming from. Obviously, you know, part of my job, my main job, stand-up, is fucking dead as a doornail at the moment. They think they should be. There's rumours, rumblings. That's all you hear these days, isn't it? Rumours and rumblings about things in the press and in the news and shit like that. The theatres are going to be reopening at some point. I think it's meant to be the 1st of August, but... you know, that's a month off yet. And then you'll have socially distanced gigs. I imagine people will have to wear masks. Will they, in the gigs? I don't know. I don't know how the fuck that is good, because 99% of, like, when you're putting the material across and making a contact with the audience, creating that human contact that people love so much, it's gauging, you know, how it's going with regards to, you know, you're figuring out fucking who's with you, who's not with you. You always see that one person with her fucking arms crossed, just fucking shaking their head at you and shit like that. I do, anyway. I lock into those people. That's the thing. You can have an audience of like 200, 300 people, and you just focused on the one cunt who's fucking, like, looking annoyed at you. But you kind of tend to play with that a little bit, and I don't know how that's going to work with wearing masks and shit. I don't know. It's a very weird, strange thing at the moment. So, you know, it's all a bit up in the air. The old stand-up world. I don't really want to go back to it until it's like, you know. I don't mind doing socially distanced gigs and that, but if people are going to wear masks and shit inside, I don't know. It's that fucking whole intimate atmosphere, isn't it? You know, that you're missing. I've done gigs outside and shit like that before, festivals and shit, and it's never quite the same as doing a gig indoors. I think stand-up is definitely something for theatres, fucking back rooms of pubs, you know, like little art centres and shit like that, and specific comedy clubs, you know, the low down ceiling, nice and dark, not too light. You can just about sort of like see most of the audience and shit. You're slightly elevated above them. Gives you that position of authority. It's a very delicate thing, people. But in the meantime, I've been writing fucking shitloads of ideas and shit like that down. So hopefully the plan of action is to get an hour recorded, possibly at next year's Leicester Festival, and then try and do that. It's given the one thing I don't know about yourselves. The one thing about lockdown is it's given a little bit of perspective on everything, and this whole virus thing, where we're all, I know, we started off, didn't we, all clapping for shit and stuff like that, and that's gone out, you know, that's just the hors d'oeuvres of like what we're kind of like, really, isn't it? You know, everybody wants to get involved, and everybody, you know, are the NHS still not doing a good job? Not doing a good job now? Is that why we're not applauding them on the Thursday night now? Is that it? I don't know. How long did that last? About 8 weeks, wasn't it? I don't know. And everybody's sort of like settled down. It's it amazes me how much people can fucking conform to shit. When that's fear, and it's almost like the government and everything, you know, if they wanted to fucking pacify like the population, and this is the ideal scenario for them. I know, you're thinking, here we go, Ben, here we go, another conspiracy theory coming out. But it is, if you wanted to fucking have a passive workforce that are divided, not just about Brexit, not just about fucking the Black Lives Matter movement, but now it's divided on masks. That's what it's, you know, there's other divisions, subdivisions of, our society is not divided enough for us to conquer them yet. Let's fucking introduce masks into the equation and just fucking let them battle it out. All the politicians sitting there like fucking Roman emperors, as we're all sitting battling it out about whether it's a good thing to wear masks, whether that helps, whether it doesn't help. I'm not sure. You know, my friends on Facebook and my little like fucking social bubble that I'm in on Facebook, you know, sharing memes and shit like that. I'm not sure any of them, you know, trained in curing viruses, but nonetheless, I've got an opinion about it. Fuck me, Jesus! It's like it's the equivalent of like going in and somebody performing brain surgery, and you go in, just tapping them on the shoulder and going, "Excuse me, mate, let us in here. You're doing all that shit wrong." No, mate, no. What you do in there, you're making the wrong incision. You want to go over about an inch over and shit. Have you got any training in this whatsoever? Of course I haven't. But I saw a meme about brain surgery on the internet, and I think I've got a pretty good grasp of it from that meme. I don't know, people. Everyone's a fucking expert in everything, aren't they? He says himself with no sense of irony whatsoever, of course. Let's have a little bit of tea. Good old Yorkshire tea. That never fails, does it? Never fails. So at the minute I have I'm obviously not doing any stand-up whatsoever. I'm writing hard to try and be ready when I come back after the initial rush. I think there's just going to be a fucking nightmare rush for gigs, and a lot of people are going to be taking a little bit less money than they did before, I think. So it'll even itself out, though, won't it? You know, they're not going to completely get rid of stand-up. I imagine, you know, you can create your own niche for yourself, which is what this podcast is about, people. You know, it's about putting out material. You know, this is all free. This podcast I will never beg or fucking do any PayPal shit or anything. Hey, man, what about a GoFundMe to get me a fucking few more fucking Adidas sweatshirts? I don't know. This will always be free. If adverts come along, we'll have to bring back the adverts as well. That's one thing we are going to be bringing back as soon as we've got a little bit of time. It's a bit difficult at the minute, people. I ain't going to lie to you, because I am currently working 6 days a week in a supermarket. I am working 2 a.m. until 10:30. So that's my shift. I get a fucking, what do I get? A half-hour break or something. I take 2 15 minutes. I take one. Take one at 7. That's the first opportunity you can get out the store, and then I take one at 8:30. It's very, very odd, because I was, I've been doing stand-up, and then this is your sole source of income. It's very, very strange, sort of like having that as a sole source of income, and getting it back into it after having a while off. So it's, you see different things, don't you? You see the little fucking power struggles, people who have got nothing else going on in their lives. So you have the people who cry all the time, mainly women. I'm not casting aspersions. I'm not like, hey, man, why do women cry at work? But fucking, I haven't seen any men crying at work. That's the, hey, women are more emotional, man, and they're put down by society. Okay. But you get, it's not all women. Like, you have, you've got, mate, this is the dynamics of people at work. You have, most people want to go into work and have a laugh. You have people who are just fucking job orientated, by the book. The fucking job's worth walking around with people fucking checking shit off and stuff like that. You'll always have one woman who always cries for some reason, and you can't fucking, you're like, shit, you have to fucking tread on eggshells around them. You'll have one person who just fucking bipolar, by the fact that, like I say, bipolar in inverted commas, bipolar, who would be like, one minute they're fucking up and having a laugh and that sort of thing, the next minute they're like, oh yeah, I'm alright, yeah. You have those, and for most people in the job I'm doing, it just pays the fucking wage. Everybody just wants to go in, have a bit of a fucking laugh, get on with the job, get the job done, and then fucking clocks out and doesn't think of the place ever again. And you get the moaners as well, obviously. I mean, it's difficult not to at times, isn't it? When you're stuck in that, it gives you that little bit of power when you're stuck in that sort of job. The last thing you can do is moan. And it moans up, doesn't it? You moan to the people on your level. You probably moan to your manager a bit, depending on the fucking managerial dynamics of the place. Whether you can get away with that, or whether it's one of those managers who's fucking everything by the book, and just constantly, to be honest, I pretty much get left alone, which is all right. Bit more tea there. It's all right by me, man. But you get all that, and all the fucking little dynamics, the people who are on the same level as you, but that have been there a little bit longer, so they think they're fucking in charge, and all that fucking shit that goes around people. But it's, I mean, like, over the years and shit like that, this is the worst thing about it. I started off at the age of 16, having a job in a supermarket, like, while I was still at school and that. I used to work nights. That's where, like, at night, rather. I think I used to work something like 5 till 9, something like that. And then all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So I'd do, like, after school on a Thursday and a Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I used to do 5 till 9. and then I'd do all day Saturday, like 9 till 5 or 9 till 7 sometimes on a Saturday, and then I'd take stuff. We used to have lockers at work. This was Tesco's I used to work for, the supermarket. I used to take stuff, and there used to be a load of us who were all about the same age, 16, 17. And I used to take stuff for work, get changed into it on a Saturday, and then go out Saturday night, catch the bus into town, put the stuff in my locker, my work stuff, and then go out and then get up. You know, get in about like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, then be up for work on a Sunday. How do we do that, people, when we are younger? And then just like, hey, I'm all right. You know, I'm 18 years, 16, 17, 18 years old. You know what I mean? I'll just roll out of bed, have a quick wash, get to work. I'm sparkling. Gone are those days, that's for sure. But it used to be quite nice, sort of like working there. I used to work on the checkouts, but the best thing, and I know it doesn't seem the best thing, was to go be sent down to help with the trolleys, because all the trolley lads used to do fuck all. We'd just stand around chatting. It was fucking great. Yeah, I've had fucking loads of jobs over the years. All of them pretty shit, to be fair. Apart from, obviously, stand-up. But yeah, it's... I don't know. You just like however many jobs you have, no matter how, where or whatever, wherever you work, you encounter the same types of people. It's just, I don't know. It's just like you get the one, like I said before, you get the people who cry all the fucking time and storm out, and everything's a fucking big emotion to them. Everything's emotional. Slightest little thing had set them off, and then they seem to get some sort of attention from that. I've encountered those people everywhere I've worked. I've encountered the slightly aggressive people, people who are just fucking out and out twats who you can't deal with, it's the people who play everything by the book, the people who want career progression like that. So most of the people who get into sort of like career progression, like within a company, are fucking arse lickers. From what I've seen throughout my working career, and I've had shitloads of fucking jobs doing sales, out on the road sales, fucking, call center work, all that sort of shit. Anyone who gets on it's never the best person, or like somebody who has original ideas or original thinking. It's just somebody who fucking sucks up to the management above them, and then somehow they get gifted out of nowhere. All that fucking sucking up helps, and they can be useless at their fucking job and still get put into like a middle management position. And they're the worst usually, because they're the most fucking diligent fucking managers who are following you around, looking at your work productivity, onto you all the time, because they're so fucking scared about not being able to do their job properly, which most of them can't, that they just have to fucking plow their work into that. People who work, they work fucking, they're the worst people. The work becomes their life. And I see the irony of me saying that about stand-up, being a stand-up comedian and then fucking having a podcast and all that sort of shit. But fuck me. Jesus, who wants to be remembered for that? I don't know. Who just wants to be remembered for being the person who fucking followed everybody round with a fucking clipboard, noting everybody's productivity? I don't know, man. I don't, Who knows what any of us are going to be remembered for, but hopefully it's a little bit more than that. Oh, fuck me. Let's have some tea. Jesus Christ, that went down the wrong way. Right, we've got a few bits we're going to look at here. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I doff my cap to anybody who is working in supermarkets or working in shops and that sort of thing. It's fucking hard work for not brilliant pay. Most of the people I work with and that sort of thing are pretty sound, to be honest. There's a couple of twats, but, you know, you get that in everything, don't you? You just want to get to the stage where those twats aren't fucking with you, which is a nice place to be in. But there's nothing necessarily rewarding in that. It's definitely, there's certain layers of, people. You see that, like, the class system in this country has been exposed completely by the coronavirus. Those people that are in fucking manual work, the worst paid people in our society have worked all the way through it. People at fucking shop workers, postal workers, fucking, any sort of service sort of like industry that is that has to keep the nation going, i.e. food, like fucking water, postal services, fucking delivery services, all those sort of shits. The shit pay, really, you're never going to be a millionaire working in a fucking supermarket. But all of those people have had to carry on working unless they've shown symptoms of the virus. Nobody's furloughing fucking supermarket staff and saying, "Oh well, just walk round and help yourself." And it's a poor, the shit paid people who are putting themselves at risk, which is always, it wasn't the fucking generals going over the top in the fucking First World War, was it? No. But there we go. These things happen, don't they? What are we on? 22 minutes, people. Holy fucking shit. Let's finish that tea off a little bit. Let's have a little look at what is the weird fucking stories that have been going on in the world. This is one nice little constant, that there's still fucking mental people out there. Like last week's episode, the last episode, episode 120, the guy sticking a fucking mobile phone charger in his down his cock and into his bladder. It's nice to know that people have still got their own little preoccupations and not everybody is stressing out there about the coronavirus. It's nice to know that there's still people around who are like, well, yeah, there's a fucking pandemic on, but, that shouldn't interfere with my own sexual habits. Here we go. This is a bit of a woman-hating episode. This is going to get you in trouble, man. Here we go. I watched this video and it was fucking amazing. You ought to all watch it as well. The headline is, woman blasted to the ground after setting cheating boyfriend's Jeep on fire at motel. I mean, this is a woman scorned if ever there was one. Not that there aren't, this is what women do. This is the difference between men and women right here in this story. Women will destroy your fucking property and everything around you, whereas men, if you fucking cheat on them and they're mental, will possibly just kill you. That's the old testosterone. Women are like, well, he's got a nice car. Not anymore. I want you to live, but I want you to live having the shittest life you can have. Whereas men are like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Baffling video shows a woman blasted to the floor. It's not really that baffling. Baffling video shows non-baffling, it should say. Non-baffling video shows a woman blasted to the floor after setting a car on fire, allegedly because she caught her boyfriend cheating. It's fucking amazing. The clip, which has been widely shared on social media, shows appeared to pour liquid into the vehicle. Yeah, you see, this is the fundamental thing she didn't understand. She threw petrol into the fucking vehicle from a can, from a petrol can, not understanding that those fucking vapors coming off the petrol are fucking flammable as well. She then lights it, and the flames go up, and it just fucking great. I mean, I've never seen somebody hit the deck as quick as that. As soon as she lights the match, it's just boom, and she's on her fucking ass. And then she actually goes back just to check afterwards that what she's done is actually, I just want to check to see if I've destroyed the car. Yeah, you have, sweetheart. Nothing like a woman scorned, man. Like I say, though, like if that was a guy, he would have fucking used the car to fucking run her over or something like that. It's not a male and female thing. It's a sort of like mental thing, isn't it? Like mental women seem to just like set shit on fire and stuff like that, and just take credit for it. Whereas mental guys will just like fucking kill the fucking wife, kill the fucking family of the wife, drive over to the parents' house, kill them, and then kill themselves. It always ends, doesn't it? If a guy ever does that, it always ends with them killing themselves, doesn't it? I mean, when you're killing the woman or your partner or whatever, could be a guy, who knows? Hey, I wonder if at that point they're thinking, well, this is going to end up in my death as well. I'm essentially killing myself right now. They never stroll out, do they, and go, hey, I'm all right. Yeah, I killed her. I killed her, I killed her parents, I killed her kids, I killed half of her fucking family, but I don't mind doing the time, man, to be honest, because I just want to, like a place where maybe in my own bed, in a cell, and, I think after that relationship, what I really need is a 30-year fucking lockdown just to clear my head a little bit. Oh, fucking hell. What are we on? 27 minutes, people. There was also an interesting story. This is one of these stories that fucking that is one of those things that it's an is and an isn't story. You know what I mean? It's one of those sort of things. New species of walking sharks discovered in Australia use fins to move on land. However, I was like, holy fucking shit. I don't want to be walking down the road here in Northamptonshire, and fucking shark just wanders by me, but it's not. They just fucking propel themselves along the ground on the bottom of the ocean bed. It's one of these stories where you're like, holy fucking shit, that would be amazing. Sharks that can walk. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? That'd be fucking... I would get one. You see these big geezers walking around, or these fucking geezers walking around with a fucking pit bull or a fucking Staffordshire Bull Terrier or something like that. And you walk around the corner as they're strutting down the street with it, with a fucking shark. But apparently, obviously, but this could be the future. Hey, your grandkids out there, not mine. Your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandkids could be walking around with a fucking shark as a pet. Who knows? Shark fights, that sort of thing. In a people betting on it and stuff. I'd fucking pay good money to see two sharks fight each other on land if they've got fucking flippers walking around. I don't know. Experts have been aware of walking sharks in recent years, and they say the predators have big advantages by being able to move along the seafloor rather than swimming. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that works out unless they can fucking crawl under crevices and sit. But surely it's all underwater anyway. They could just swim there. Are you sure they're not just swimming close to the bottom of the sea? That would make Jaws a very, very different film, wouldn't it? You actually have to go down to the bottom of the ocean, and then this thing sort of like just walks towards you. Just passively, morning, just walking by. I don't know, people. This is what could be. This is what could be the future. though, couldn't it? We've got walking sharks. What's the next thing? I don't know. Monkeys with fucking fins on the back of them going in the water. This could be it. This is. We could be seeing evolution right here. The next minute, the fucking sharks develop lungs. They're in and out of the water. You think you're quite safe? Get out of the water. Get off the beach. Get in. That would be the Jaws thing, wouldn't it? Get out of the water. Now get off the beach. Now get in your fucking car and drive about 30 miles until you're in an elevated position. Oh, fuck it. You've been eaten. I tried to warn you. I don't know. That is 30 minutes, people. That is episode 121. If you want to message me, which you are free to do, it is just podcast at benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back with episode 122 in a few days. Have a good week until I speak to you on Saturday, people. Take care, motherfuckers. Goodbye.